Hi, welcome back to Finally Revealed. In this episode, I want to pass on some personal experience that I just got to experience for you, and hopefully you won't have this happen to you. And it is having someone get access to your bank account when you did not give it to them. So I want to go over the three main areas where you can protect your funds on deposit in any account at a bank or credit union. All right, the first one is ATMs and your card. Do not give people your password. If someone by any chance you gave it to them, change it. Keep guard over that password and do not give it out. Number two, do not give out your card to people. They can copy it, they can record the number, they can get all kinds of information and make another one for themselves. And along those lines, if you do have to get a replacement card before your new official card comes, up and dispose of those temporary cards so you don't have multiple cards around that will work for your account. All right. The next one is checks. If you use checks, and sometimes we need to use a check, either a counter check if you don't have a pack of checks to use, or some payments you need to use an actual handwritten check. Use gel ink, a gel pen like this, gel, fountain ink, or traditional old ballpoint pen ink. Those types can be lifted, sometimes with as easy as nail polish remover, but there are different ways to lift them. So gel ink cannot be removed. Also, write your check using the full space. Do not leave space, especially in front of the handwritten amount, because someone could add 1,000 or another number in front of it. If you mess up and you don't write all the way to the left of the check, put asterisks or some other writing to block up that space. Banks do that when they issue a cashier's check. They will put characters or something on either side so no one can add on to it. All right, and then protect your checks. Don't leave them lying around where anybody can have. Don't bring them to work and leave them in an unlocked drawer. Don't leave them in your purse and leave it somewhere where anyone can have access to it. And they'll probably, if they're going to take something, they're going to take it from the middle of the pack. Which brings me to the next one, which is please record. Use a check register and record the checks that you do right. That way you'll be able to match them up when your statement comes, and you'll have a contemporaneous record. If you ever need proof, you'll have a record of your pattern and practice of how you track these so that you have not contributed to somebody defrauding the bank and you out of your money. All right, and then the last section is your statements. Now that you have tracked your transactions with a check, when you get your statement, you can look on there for the check numbers. Oftentimes they'll send you an image if you pay for that service, but if you don't pay for it, check the numbers, and then you can order it from the bank if you need those, so that you can see if there are any checks out of order. Likewise, when you order new checks, make sure that the numbers match up to the last ones you used, and that will also help you, not just if someone has stolen some out of the pack that you did order, but if someone ordered checks on your account and started with a different number. And that does happen. So if you have you're in the 600s and you've got check 622, 623, and then you have a check for 967, that's a warning. That's not your check. You can alert the bank. And also check your statements for unauthorized transactions by your card. These will be identified if you always go to your own bank ATM and they don't charge a fee. If all of a sudden you have withdrawals with a fee, that will show it there. And then timely report any corrections that need to be made to your account, any unauthorized transactions. And then here is what I just learned personally. It is hard to tell if there is a skimmer, which is a mechanism put on top of where you slide your card in. But regardless of whether there is a skimmer, you can protect yourself by putting your hand directly over your other hand when you punch in your PIN number. because in addition, while they can record information from the skimmer, that they can use then, the bad people who are doing this, to make a transaction on the internet at a, most commonly on the internet. But in order to get money out of your account, they have to have your password, and they put a camera, some people do, a camera inside the ATM that as you're punching in your numbers records your numbers. So put your hand over your fingers when you're punching in your password so that a camera cannot record that, okay? Good luck. If you have another tip to share with us, please leave it in the comments below. If you have a kid or a friend or somebody who's just getting into the whole online banking situation, share it with them, and come back and see me next time. Like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.